Hey, what's up everyone? I'm gonna start this by saying I hope you all have a wonderful day, and with that being said, let's get into the video.
So this guy has come at me in my TikTok comments because apparently people don't go to the gym to fight demons, they just go because they enjoy it. I'm sorry, but I got into the gym because I was in a bad place mentally. I wasn't in a good place at all. And do you know how much the gym has actually helped me? Even now, when I'm stressed out or if I'm anxious, I'll go to the gym and I'll feel better about myself. I feel better mentally and physically. But apparently, me saying that, it's attention seeking. Like, he really needs to humble himself. I'm sorry, but people don't just train because they enjoy it.
Actually, they do. A lot of people train just because they enjoy it. A fit body, a healthy body, a muscular body, a lean body is just what they get as a result. Not everyone is in the gym to fight demons. And no, he doesn't need to humble himself just because he has a different opinion than yours. You could have just said you work out because of your own reasons, but instead you chose to get aggressive to whoever left that comment. And people tend to take his side because of it. Because there is a difference. There's talking to people and then there's your way of doing it.
People who start crying when they're expressing their emotions, chef's kiss. They are the most precious people on earth, and we need to protect them at all cost. They are not being weak. They are being the opposite. They are feeling more than you could ever feel. They are literally feeling everything so deeply. You are not being sensitive or dramatic.
Yes, you are. Oh no, wait, my bad. Yes, they are. And they are weak if they start crying at every little feeling they have. And as we're turning into the weakest society that ever walked this earth, more weak people is exactly what we don't need.
Being sad is for poor people. Like, being sad will literally make you broke. And no, it's not because money buys happiness, but it's because of the mindset that's attached to it. You think someone's gonna wanna do business with you if you're just sad and mopey and depressed all the time? No. If you wanna make a lot of money, you have to have really good connections, really good network, do really good business. And in order to do that, you need one thing, and that's energy. So, like, your mood's gotta be good all the time. You have to be willing to connect with people energy wise all the time. Like, you've always gotta be on.
Even in your sleep, you need to have energy. Why is it that every single one of those trust funds babies are talking about energy on TikTok? Do you have nothing else to share with the rest of us peasants? When you meet someone, especially if it's a business meeting, then sure, have a positive mindset. And even though I'm not much into all this have a sad day or whatever, some of us were born into poor families. A lot of us are living paycheck to paycheck. We're not gonna be smiling all the time even if there's no one around us. Or not smiling, have energy or whatever.
This is a story time about one of my dating experiences that makes me realize men are f***ed. I actually matched with this guy on Hinge, meet up for a date, get some drinks at a beach club. Yeah, we really hit it off. Felt like we had so much in common. We made each other laugh. It was cool. Right before he left, he was like, I'll maybe see you later tonight or tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, like, I'm so down. Like, I actually had a really good time with him and I wanted to keep hanging out with him. Later that night, he messages me. He's like, oh, did you enjoy the night? I'm like, yeah, of course I did. Like, why wouldn't I have? He's just like, oh, like, I just felt like you weren't that into it, blah, blah. He stopped replying and I was like, okay, I don't know if this guy wants to see me again tonight or tomorrow. So I just messaged him like a good night message being like, thanks for the date, la da da. And he replies to this later that night. I was already asleep and he was like, I want to see you tomorrow. I replied back in the morning. I was like, great, let's hang out today. A few hours go by, he doesn't message me, even though I can see that he's active on WhatsApp. I message him again. I'm like, hey, like, what are you doing? Like, let's hang out. No reply.
Why am I listening to this? What the hell's wrong with me? She went on for 6 minutes. And not only that I got bored, but men are F because of that one guy and whatever interaction you had with that one guy, whatever it was he did, and by the direction you were going, I'm guessing he ghosted you. I'm still not gonna be on your side when you say men are F because of that one guy.
2024, what the actual this is the biggest mindfuck of my life. From October 2023 to now, I can't tell you what has happened. What has happened? Everything is gone. Everything has started fresh. Like, I've been let go from my job. My ex broke my heart. I had to move out of the house that I owned. I had to sign all the paperwork, do all this bullshit. The world is a mess. Everything is a mess. What is this? What are we actually going through? When does it get normal? Because I physically and mentally can't keep doing this. Like, I am drained. I have barely anything left to give. And at this point, I'm just creating content because I'm like, what else? I just need to create. I just need to create and tell my story and be who I need to be, because what is this? Like, what is this? I didn't sign up for this. Did I sign up for this? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe my soul did.
Yeah, life's hard and then it's over. There's nothing wrong with the world because you got fired or because you got dumped. World has nothing to do with that. What you're experiencing now, probably for the first time by the way it looks, is life. It's not all sunshine and rainbows all the time.
Oh my god, Michelle, I did it.
Why?
I was such a to Brian.
No.
I was like so mean.
Wait,
I was.
what'd you say?
Okay, so he texted me like he always does, and he was like, "Are you gonna come over tonight?" And get this, I said, I'm not even kidding. I go, "No, thank you." What? Who am I? Who am I? Like, that's so mean. Look, I said it. And I even put a period at the end of it. What? No, thank you. Period. No explanation. No nothing. What? Am I a psychopath? I sound like a sergeant in the army. No, thank you. Oh my god. It's like, I don't even know. It's probably illegal. Like, officer, take me away. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, I feel so good to be so mean.
Did he respond? Did he say anything?
Yeah, he said he's just gonna come over here. Oh. But that's still a win because he never comes over here.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I really doubt it, but maybe it will make sense if I'm gonna read this. Your people pleaser friend who's in her villain era. So I'm guessing she's a villain because she said no thanks. Oh, because she is actually a people pleaser, you see? And that's fun and games. I'm sure they all are a people pleaser until you ask them to name at least one person who's pleased with them.
Went to go delete my Hinge and they're like, oh, like, would you rather just refresh? And I'm like, okay. So I hit the refresh. I had like 30 matches in an hour
So
of actually attractive people.
Emma was telling me about that because she did that and she was like, it was a whole new app.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. They're like, wait, stop, give us one more chance
Exactly.
to woo you. So have you been talking to anyone?
No.
Oh, but why? Were they all bots? Or they were people and they didn't message back? You wanted more attractive people on Hinge. You got them. If you're not gonna talk to them, what's the point of you being on Hinge?
Guys, there's like a proper dating epidemic going on right now, and I keep seeing it being spoken about on TikTok, so I know it's not just me. But like genuinely, I've given up on dating apps because I just think the algorithms are bullshit. When you're past the age of like 29, 30-ish, and you're still single, we all say it with me, it's the trenches, it's the ghetto, we hate it here, this is not a fun game. I completely get that. But like when I speak to like really nice single people, whether they are my beautiful, stunning, gorgeous friends who are still single, or my really stunning, gorgeous, beautiful, educated guys who are still single, a lot of them just aren't on dating apps. But then also they're the types of people that just don't want to go out. And if you do go out, you're not focusing on finding a partner, you're focusing on being out with your friends or eating or having a good time.
Yeah, there's 2 minutes of this and she never got to solve the mystery. If I'm not on dating apps and I don't go out, what do I do? That was the question she asked at the end of her video. 2 minutes later. Well, since no man is just gonna knock on your door and say, hey, let's start a relationship, maybe order food and try to convince the Uber Eats guy to walk into your basement, apartment.
Do you really think that I put on this all pink sweatset, did my hair in pigtails, did my makeup, have a pink cup and this pink thingy for a man? Do you really think a man would look at this and understand how cute this is? No.
You're absolutely right. No. And no one said you're unfortunate to be dressing like that for a man. The comment said you wear all that crap for attention. And that's exactly what you're doing. Alright, and this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.